Well, the guys that were around after lunch saw me put the tissue on this fuselage. Now, the paint is a little green, but I'm starting to sand it anyway. I just have to sand a little slower. Um, so that's basically what this video is going to entail, sanding. So if you like sanding, that's what this video is going to be. There we go. We got that on. All right. Got my little block here. And we're going to tip this up. Probably going to tip it up like so. And we're going to start to shape this this tissue. I'm looking at the light. You can see it gets flat. All this tissue and dope added 3/4 of an ounce. So it shows you how fast you could pile it on. That was the first thing I did when I got here. See how much it added. So we'll get the first sand out done here. And this thing won't get any paint on it till next weekend. And then the paint will be just this clear dope that's tinted. It won't be actual paint. Probably won't get any actual paint on it for 2 weeks. Because there's going to be a lot of hours doing just this, detail sanding. This is the finish on this is more than I normally do, and there's more of it too. So but it entails the all this is necessary if you want a winning type finish. Just take your time and get it all flattened out. I don't expect you guys to be too much interested in this. I've already put a day's work into it. We do want to look at that the repair job though on the wing. That turned out very good. We can turn this over anyway so I can sand on this. If you remember, I had a hole right here. Well, I don't have a hole there anymore. You will not be able to see that once it's painted. Simply disappeared. Same with the cap strip that I sanded the paper off. And this is just one coat of dope here. No primer, no nothing. It'll be fine. We just got to keep from digging that into it again. Okay, sand this off. I think I'm going to pull the motor out of this, and I have a lot of sanding to do around this and all that, get the pipe out of it. I basically, everybody always asks me why I leave the motor, because I'm way in the airplane all the time. I want to see where I'm at as far as weight goes. I only have 5 ounces to finish this in. So there's going to be a lot of sanding. It will be a bare minimum finish. .320 paper. Like I say, it's kind of green yet. If it was drier, it would sand faster. But I got time. I like to sand. I love to sand. Sanding is good. You're gonna get that sanded off. Well, that's gonna be tough. I'll probably do the super fill tomorrow. Don't have any grocery shopping to do. It's control line. I don't, I build RC airplanes. I'm not enthused by RC. It's all the same building techniques. I guess he didn't like it. I guess he left. Oh well. All the same techniques go into these airplanes as RC airplanes. Probably more. Because an RC airplane, they just monocoat them. We ain't doing no stinking monocoat. I am going to do, I think, a video on alternative finishes. Yeah, because my buddy down under seems to have a problem with getting dope. So I'll probably do that alternative finish on the half A airplane I'm going to build and give away on the channel here. Let's see here. Need to get this sanded off. So we'll do an hour of sanding, and tomorrow will be a super fill day. You guys seem to like sanding, so we got it. We got some sanding. some 180 on that to get that glue globber off. You guys are popping in and out. Make sure to hit that like button if you would. Now notice what I did there. Hey Don, David, I mean. Would the monitors be lighter or heavier than dope? I don't know what are monitors? You talking about enamels? Are you talking about urethanes? I can tell you right now, whatever medium you're talking about is going to be heavier than dope. The reason why dope is light is that 50% gas is off, where urethanes are a plastic, and whatever you spray on stays on. Nothing gas is off. It's there, so to speak. All urethanes are plastic. Monaco. Well, let me tell you what. I was at the Nats, and I took my airplane over to the RC area, and the guys from Top Flight were there, the Monaco guys, and they had some beautiful airplanes. They were finished really well. And I asked them if they could teach me how to, I told them who I was and what I do, if they could give me some tips on Monaco paint, jobs. I said I'd like to do a lighter finish than what I'm doing. They said, well, how much is your finish? I said 6 ounces. They said, we can't beat that. So right straight from the Monaco people, dope finish is lighter if you do it right. You could make this finish horrendously heavy. I've seen many of them, 16 ounces. But if you follow my diet and try to stick to it, your finish will be light. You may not get a 6-ounce finish, but like this airplane, I don't foresee a 6-ounce finish on this because there's just so much of it. But we're going to try. Now, just because I have 3/4 of a quart left over for substrate doesn't mean it's all going to get sprayed on. This will get sprayed until it's just starting to get shiny. And then we'll shoot a coat of gray paint on it. It will be just one coat of gray. I mean, this is already gray, so it's not going to take much to, I would say 2 ounces, 2 fluid ounces to get this all, maybe 3, to get this all in gray. And then the trim colors, and then 1/2 quart of clear for top coat. This is the most important part to a light finish, is sanding all these buggers out. There is so much sanding to do on this, you can't believe it. I will sand this tonight. It'll dry some and I'll sand it again tomorrow. I will put the fillets on it, sand it again. It will be sanded probably 3 times, the whole fuselage, before next week, before we go over there and spray a coat of base on it. I'll try to get all the buggers out of it by sanding. If I don't, of course, you're going to have to add paint, but you add paint, you add weight. Like I said, I got 3/4 of an ounce of base on it today, just on the fuselage. I was hoping less, but so we're going to try to sand 1/4 ounce off of it, which is not going to happen. It probably will gas off some. So it's just a bunch of sanding. I know these videos are not too exciting, but if you really want to know what goes into an airplane, watch my videos. I got a comment on my gold leaf made easy video. It's a waste of time, old man. That's what it said. I deleted it because the guy didn't know what he was talking about. Anybody that's seen the Monado knows that gold leaf job came out perfect. The only reason why I did it that way is for compatibility, which he didn't understand because he's not a modeler. You know, they figure put the sizing on, and you couldn't see the experimentation that went into that to get that job done. There's more than one way to do things. Just like this. There's more than one way to finish an airplane. This is my way. And if any of you guys have seen my airplanes, they're not half bad. Front row stuff, you know. I must know something. Oh, God. More sanding. There will probably be 100 hours sanding on this. That's 10. No, not 100. There'll be 50 hours to get it ready. So 1 week after work. You know, full shift after work. And then it's just because I stream between 7 and 8 o'clock doesn't mean I ain't up in the middle of the night sanding on these airplanes. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and sand on them before work. I don't know if it's insomnia or what, but guess the smarter you are, the less you have to sleep. I have no clue. Probable boy, a Democrat. What the heck are you talking about? You got to understand these half sentences. Explain it to me, David. I don't know what that means. This is my reading material. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong camera. Read that book. That'll explain it to you. Man, oh man, what a long ways to go. Shit. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's relaxing. And you get to see the results. See, to me, not only is this model building, but it's art. It's a form of artwork. Not many people can do it, not proficiently. Yeah, I would say so. I know this, when you're out of money, you got to quit spending. You can't make it out of nothing. At least that's what I do. I go sand. I wish I had all the money back I spent while I was drinking. God, I'd be rich. Now that I sand, it's much better for me. Okay. So we want to turn this over. It's starting to get hard too, the fuselage. And that's what we want. But this really won't be completely dry for a few days. But we'll get the big stuff knocked off of it anyway. The big stuff knocked off and then put the super fill on it. Yeah, I was at the Nats one year. Yeah, I guess I'm funny. I was at the Nats one year, and Charlie Bauer was our district, I think I'm in District 6, rep. Anyway, he was our rep. And he gave everybody a trophy. And I said, Charlie, what's this for? He said, well, that's for participating at the Nats. I said, I don't want that. I don't come from the everybody gets a trophy crowd. I believe everybody should build their own airplane, really build their own airplane, not just, well, the rule says I can buy a wing, and I mean, that's the school I came from. When I started flying, it was junior, senior, and open. That's all there was. There was no skill classes. Everybody had to build their own airplane. I used to go out there and see those airplanes and talk to Bill and Tom and some of them guys. How did you do that? Nobody would tell you. And that's another reason, part of the reason for my channel is that back in those days, late 60s, early 70s, nobody would tell you how to do anything. Nothing. Let alone show you. You ever hear Billy talk about the Strathmore Club? They came out with those I-beam wings, and nobody would tell them how they were built. So when they crashed an airplane, they would run over there and look and see what was inside. Well, that's how everybody was back then. When the paint's this green, keep changing your paper because you're just loading the paper and it doesn't cut. It's not powdering off, so to speak. John had made mention, one of the guys called him about a finish, about how they use talcum powder, baby powder. Yep, that's exactly correct. Nobody would show you or tell you how to do shit. My Uncle Jerry built this Thunderbird, and it was purple. And back in those days, we used Aerogloss dope. And Aerogloss has a sweet, unique smell about it. This dope smells, it ain't nothing like Aerogloss. And Ambroid, I mean, the Ambroid and Aerogloss would just waft through the house. And I love that smell. But what really smelled good is when he put the baby powder in the Aerogloss and you sanded it. And that smell I mean, it's in my head still to this day, that smell. That brings back memories. I can smell it right now, just talking about it. That will leave a lasting impression on you. However, it filled the wood, and it did a nice job, but it was heavy. Talcum powder is gypsum. Gypsum is rock. Rocks are heavy. So do I. I believe. Let's see. So do I. However, I believe. I don't know what that. I don't understand that sentence, Greg. I guess I'm slow. So do I. However, I believe helped me become a better modeler of this. Well, I hope that my channel helps. It's boring. This is as exciting as watching grass grow or paint dry. I mean, it's like non-existent excitement. But if you're a guy that's into doing this and you're serious about doing it, my live streams are exactly what you have to do. It's not a thing of me editing things out, and all you see is the finished product and not how it got there. I would say this airplane will take over 400 hours to build. Over. Because it's like building two airplanes. And that doesn't include when I made the molds in 2004. How long ago is that? 2004 to date. 4, 5, that would be 15, 16, 17 years. Is that right? 17 years ago I built them molds. God, it doesn't seem like that long. Let's see here. Clear. 2021 is 2004. 17 years ago I built that mold. So 17 years ago I put in a week's labor to build the molds for this. They don't look 17 years old. Look the same as they did when I made them. I'm just thankful that, see, when I first built these, there was no plans. And I measured Bill's airplane. I got it pretty damn close because the molds fit. Matter of fact, Dan was pretty surprised that I was right on the money. They're within a pencil line. "35 minutes in already." I got some DC 540. That's 5 years old. Of course, it's still good. It's still in the spray can. I'm going to spray the nose and the cowl and the fillets with, but there'll be no primer anywhere else. We're just going to use this gray. clear dope. And this is clear dope. This is not gray paint. It's clear dope. That's why it only added 3/4 of an ounce, because I'm sure it'd be 1.5 ounces was gray dope put on that thick. I know that the Brazilian guys that I met at Joe Nall, they thanked me for the videos because their airplanes got better. So. All this shit was learned by trial and error by me. I didn't have nobody show me anything. How to sand, how to hold a sanding block, how to. My dad said, here's a kit, go sit down at that bench, shut up, cut it out, glue it together. He just gave it to me to get me out of the way. I never finished that airplane, but I did build one about 20 years later, because those kits are not for kids. Those gallows scale, it was a P-40. Very delicate work, and the wood was like made of pine. It was not balsa wood, it was pine. Terrible. Let's swap cams again. Maybe. Doesn't look like much now, but it'll be a jewel when it's done. I got a flat spot right there. Damn. That's going to be a trip to get out. It's nice and round on that side. Flat spot there, though. How are we going to get that out? I guess we'll just have to get more aggressive. So we'll go with the 180. Might have to re-tissue it right there. Of course, it's on the outboard side. Right there. Seems like I always get one hard spot. Did you guys notice what I'm doing here? I'm etching the pattern. That's to keep it round. Otherwise, you'll end up with a flat spot, just like I had there. I'll have to put a little piece of tissue over the top of that. You probably can't see it on camera. Might have to drive over to John's tomorrow to get that last piece of tissue so I can put that on there. I don't have any tissue here. I might have some in the car. I doubt it though. Well, look. But I can't have that. I've come this far. I wonder why it's so damn hot in here. It must be because of this door. That'll work. I'll sand it with 320 now. That was 180. I put the shit on it there. Had to move some material. But if I didn't, I would not be happy. I know there it is right there. I buy these rolls of sandpaper. Of course, I've had some sandpaper sent to me. And you'll go through I go through about 4 rolls a year. You'll go through a roll in a couple of airplanes. Why didn't I see that before? Probably did and didn't pay attention. You see that white line right there? That was a high spot. What happened is the fuselage was round and then had a facet in it. And that'll look like crap when you're building a round airplane to have a facet in it. kind of a facet right there too. What happened? We got 45 minutes in. When I did the last Thunderbolt, I got a woman's fingernail file. I might go to Walgreens and get some of those. They're long and they're heavier grit, and I just sanded this round. Same action I'm doing here, just different grit. I might do that tomorrow. Go get some of those long fingernail files that I take. See if I got one made up. I know I did. I just don't know what happened to it. Let's see here. That ain't it. That ain't it. No clue what happened to it. So we'll just show you. Well, this will work too. I take a popsicle stick. Well, I take those fingernail files as well. And you take a stick like this and you glue this on there, and then you put sandpaper on it, and that gives a long sanding surface. Well, I got this made up too. We'll do this. We'll try this and see how this works. We're getting those things out of there. Yeah, that's not going to work. So go back to this. Another small hole, which is not a big deal, but tomorrow will be set up a little bit more and the sand a little easier. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it after I sign off here. RSBN. Yeah, it's because Trump lost. That's why. Nobody likes him. This is all part of the Great Awakening. But they better get on the stick. There won't be anything left. Going to hell in a hand. I'm headed to hell. Oh, see, I'm headed downhill like a snowball headed for hell. I better keep up sanding. Singing's no good. Man. Well, what do you think? How long is this going to take? It takes what it takes. I left that tissue in there. Maybe there's some in the car. I need a piece 1 inch long or 1 inch wide and 5 inches long. At least I got that flat out of there. I could use some more right there. We'll swap this out for 80 or 180. Now I'm using some aggressive paper because I'm reshaping, but normally I wouldn't go anything coarser than 320 at this stage, but I guess I was asleep at the switch in the shaping because I somehow got a couple of flats here and we got to get them out. And normally you want all the shaping done before the tissue goes on. I don't know what happened. Like I say, I was asleep at the switch. I don't usually mix that stuff. At least it showed up now. You can actually feel it better than you can see it. We get a spot there. Oh, I got them pollywogs. I forgot about them. I had left my pollywogs in St. Louis. So I went to Wood River and bought another set. Any serious sander has got to have these. We'll leave those in the box. Got some more sponges there. Don't need them right now. We're going to need this one right here. Or is it this one? They come in different shapes. This one. Better order some more sandpaper. Because I will have gone through these 3 rolls by the end of this airplane. We only got 2 minutes, so come out good. They come out real good. All right, guys, that's going to end it for this evening. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be sanding, and I'll do the fillets. I'll see if I have a piece of tissue to put over the top of that. If not, I'll have to drive over to John to get my last piece of Japanese tissue to put on there. And hopefully by tomorrow, this will all be dry enough to sand really well. All right, we'll see you at the Trump rally. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.